Welcome, everyone, to a piece of college football history as we crown this season's national champion. There's been so much that's gone into getting here, twists and turns, and now it builds to this, the battle for supremacy. And these two teams have survived the expanded playoff grind. They have battled through a regular season, multiple playoff victories, all sorts of challenges and adversity, and they've arrived at this moment, the battle for that precious trophy. As we'll see the number 7 seed in this playoff, a group with a whole lot to prove here today. Taking on another ACC team, a crew today that's looking to make a strong statement. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, joined here in the booth by Kirk Herbstreit. Kirk, let's get to the action on the field. The kickoff team is out there, and you can feel the energy. One game to determine the national championship. He thought about returning it, but instead takes a knee. It'll be a touchback, and they'll start at the 25. First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? Keep it on the ground. There's the handoff. Breaking free at the 35. Powerful running into the secondary. Out of bounds, but not before a huge gain. Offense gets a fresh set of downs.
Chris, I know it's the first play of the game, but boy, nice job by this offensive line. The back gets behind him, picks up some positive yards.
And on the carry, he's heading left. And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
It was an excellent effort by this defense, just staying in their run fits, holding their own at the line of scrimmage, and then making a tackle. Offense just couldn't get enough of a push to get any yards at all.
Ball handed off. That's a nice tackle there by the senior. They're backed up here, trying to make something happen on 3rd and long. Same tailback, another carry. They stop him for a 2-yard gain, which will bring up 4th down. So on their first possession of the game, the offense stays on the field, and they'll go for it. Needs a completion here on 4th down. Bringing pressure. He's hit as he throws it. And it's broken up there. Great play, a 4th down stop.
Interesting call here early, showing that they're coming in with an aggressive mindset, but they come up short of the first down.
Line getting set up. It's a 1st down play. So the offense calls a timeout here. That's their first of the half. First down play call. How aggressive will it be? They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He's looking to scramble. Quarterback gets down to avoid the tackle.
Chris, watch him work through his progressions here. Finds the first and the second option aren't there. By the third option, he's got to pull it down and try to pick up some positive yards, which he did, and then he slides down to avoid the big hit.
How aggressive do you get on 1st and 10? Send the back in motion. Tackled way behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose 7 yards.
Boy, how about the defensive speed there in the team pursuit? They recognize the toss sweep from the middle of the field and show their team speed to be able to eliminate this play.
Getting set. Here's second down. It's an option look. Pitch to the back. Solid run. Tackled at the 45-yard line.
It's a good, solid game. 5 or 6 yards. Love to see that from the running game.
Challenging spot for the offense. It's third down and long from the 45. Play action fake, looking to throw. Quarterback escapes the pocket. Throws the ball away, but not before taking a hit.
Well, the pass rush does a good job of chasing him out of the pocket. He's trying to buy some time looking downfield, but he better be careful being too patient. He gets hit as he throws his football, and it falls incomplete.
And the return man decides to signal fair catch. Here's the first play of the drive now, backed up at the 15. Hand off to the right side. They've got him after a 7-yard gain, so 2nd and 3.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on first down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
2nd down after that run on the previous play. The back's got it. Moves the ball out across the 30, and that's good for a first down.
You know, offensive linemen are just a certain breed. They're always going to do their job, no matter who's back there carrying the ball. I'll tell you what, they have a little bit more confidence when the person that's carrying the ball can break off some big-time runs. That makes them block just a little bit harder, knowing what he's potentially capable of doing.
They tackle him right at the 35-yard line.
Chris, it's pretty surreal to get to the national championship in this day and age of college football when everybody wants to spread you out and throw the football. This offense has been pounding the rock all year long, and here, how about the first half? This back is having a big day.
Using the ground game here. Tailback has the handoff. Gets into space at the 50. Big play across midfield. Now they're threatening at the opponent's 38.
Outstanding blocking on the left side of that offensive line. That's really what opened up this play. They did their job, and you can see the results. You burst open and get a big gain on the ground. If I were them, I'd keep going to that side and see how much more success they can have.
1st and 10 now for the offense. And they'll keep it on the ground. Running back has the handoff.
Chris, it's the consistency of this back is giving this defense fits. They've got to come up with some changes up front. This guy's already over 50 yards, and if he keeps running the way he is, not only is he having a great day, but it's going to give this quarterback a chance to hit some big plays downfield off play action.
Takes the ball and heads to the left side. Finally out of bounds after a solid game, but there is a flag on the field. So let's check this out. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. Now it's 2nd down here. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Lets it fly to the wideout. Oh, that one's picked off.
That offensive coordinator is going to have some choice words for his quarterback over the phone on the sideline after that throw. You have to be more careful with the football.
Big guys up front lined up. It's 1st down. Back goes in motion now. Let's see how the defense adjusts. And the sophomore able to bring him down quickly.
Defense does a really nice job here of being able to contain that run game, held him just to 2 yards. Chris, to me, this changes the playbook a little bit now for the offense. The guy calling the plays at 2nd and 8, that's a different deal. Now he's got to probably thinking about going through the air.
And the ball is knocked loose. Who's got it? And the defense jumps on the football. That is any defender's dream. Comes up with a fumble, takes it back to the house.
I can't believe the speed that this guy has to be able to score. I thought maybe he picked it up, maybe go a few yards, but instead he took it all the way to the end zone.
Kicking team out for the PAT try. And the PAT makes it 7-0. Now the kickoff team is out on the field. And the returner decides to signal fair catch. Time for one more play here in the quarter. They'll try the option play here. The back's got it on the pitch. And they get him down to wrap up the first period of play. Offense getting set for a 2nd down here to begin the quarter. And now the running back's got it again. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
Well, they get stuffed at the line of scrimmage here. That's going to bring up a 3rd down play for this offense. And, hey, I know it's the first half. With the way this defense is playing and the fact that they have a nice lead, this is an important 3rd down to try to convert here.
Offense will try to convert a 3rd and long from the 27. We'll see if the defense brings the blitz. Dropping back, looking to throw for the 1st down. The pass, here's a fumble way behind the line of scrimmage. The defense recovers the fumble.
I think that's on the quarterback and the offensive line. They were breathing down this quarterback's neck before he could even recognize that they were there, and they were able to knock it loose.
And here comes the offense back out on the field now. Will hand it off. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2. Offense getting set. It's 2nd down. It's a shotgun run call. They tackle him behind the line, a loss of 4. Well, that was that excellent linebacker with a clear path just running downhill quickly.
You know, I think one of the great things about watching this guy play all year is his vision. He just has great instincts. That time the defensive line ate up all the linemen, freed up the linebacker to get into the backfield, and the result is a tackle for a loss for the backer.
Looking to the end zone. And the pass is incomplete just across the goal line.
Boy, this quarterback is living on the edge. Remember, he threw an interception in the last drive. Thought he might learn from that. Instead, he throws the ball right back into coverage. I thought he threw another pick. He better change the way he's playing the game or he's going to cost his team a game.
And it's good right down the middle. And that will extend their lead even further.
I was watching this guy in pregame. He has got a strong leg. I'm not surprised here he's able to put 3 points up here for the offense.
Following the field goal, the kickoff team is out there now. And the returner elects to fair catch it. No return. First down here for this offense. And the single back takes the handoff. Run it up the middle, but stuff for no gain.
Chris, textbook job by the defense surrounding the runner and preventing that play from being bounced to the outside.
Second down play coming up. He'll hand it off. And we're able to tackle the ball carrier there.
Boy, just stoned at the line of scrimmage by this defensive front. They have been having their way at the line of scrimmage the entire first half of this national championship. And if these guys do not find a way to become more than one-dimensional, there's no way they're going to be able to dig themselves out of this hole.
Drops back, looking to throw for it on third down. He lets it go. This one's going to fall incomplete. Brings up fourth down.
Chris, I don't know if it's the hype of the national championship, the timing between the quarterback and his receivers, but they have not been able to get anything going at all here in the first half. And the problem is they're already down in this game. They've got to put the ball through the air and start hitting some passes, or there's no chance they come back and have a chance to win.
So they begin the drive here in the final 3 minutes of the half. First down, looking to throw the ball. Going for a big play downfield. And he is wide open for a huge gain. And he's into the end zone easily. But this might be coming back. There's a flag on the field. So that huge scoring play is wiped away by the penalty. Potentially a monumental call in this game. Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. Here's the snap. Quarterback looking to throw. It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw. Good pass rush there on first down.
Man, he got crushed there, didn't you, Chris? And we know this guy is their superstar. He's their leader. But based on that last play, this offensive line's got to do a better job of recognizing that they got to take care of him.
And he's going to fire this one deep down the middle. Intercepted, picked off by the defense. And that's a solid return after the interception.
And this is a big-time play by this linebacker showing his versatility. We know he can stop the run, but in zone defense with cover 2, he's got an area he's got to be able to defend. That's exactly what he did. And I don't know if the quarterback even saw him or knew that he was capable of making a play like that.
Direct snap to the back. The sophomore with a strong tackle there.
Hey, listen, you don't always have to have big plays to be successful. It's a nice, solid gain here. Keeps you on schedule, and you get ready for that next play.
Second down here. Time for one more play before the 2-minute warning. Keeping it on the ground here. And the defense able to hold him there to a short gain. So we've reached the 2-minute warning, and this offense trying to get something going here and cut into this lead before halftime. So now it's third and short from the 23. Potential 4-down territory. Let's see what the third down call is. And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. And he's brought down, but not before he gets first down yardage.
Well, it's a great job here by this offensive line and the running back to be able to pick up the first down. Let's face it, they've dug themselves a hole here in this first half. The only way they can get back into this game is converting on third down. It's exactly what they were able to do, get a new set of downs and a chance to put points on the board.
And he's able to find some running room. Nice pickup.
Well, you're inside the red zone, which means you can't come away with anything less than 3 points. But you know this offense is thinking about a touchdown. They're trying to get to that end zone. They go with the toss play. The big boys up front being mobile, moving around, and the running back trying to get behind them to find yards. That's exactly what he did there.
So here comes second down now. Every play important down here in the red zone. They're going to run it. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Boy, this defense is strong up front. Linebackers are flying downhill, able to make plays against this run game. Now they get this offense to another third down. Now you pressure that quarterback and try to build on the lead.
So here we go. Third down in the red zone. The kind of play that decides football games. They'll try to run it with the option. He'll pitch it. They've got him behind the line. The option doesn't work at all. And now the defense will call a timeout here. There's something they didn't like about that look, and they'll make an adjustment before this important play. Coach elects to try for 3 points and sends out the field goal unit. Right down the middle.
Snap, the hold, the kick, everything there perfect to put 3 points up here for the offense.
So they settled for 3, and now the kickoff. We'll see if the opposing offense has enough time to answer before halftime. Well, he thought about coming out, but instead takes a knee and to bring the football to the 25-yard line. So here we go, the first play of the drive, less than a minute to play before halftime. Looking to throw it on first down. And they heave it deep downfield. The catch is made for a huge pickup. Tackle made quickly, but a big chunk play for this offense through the air.
That is great arm strength and accuracy by this quarterback. And let's not forget the wide receiver's job of bringing it in for that big gain.
The drive stays alive with that first down completion. And the receivers got it. Offense stops the clock with their second timeout to talk strategy.
You know who's got to love this offense picking up so many first downs? Their own defense. Man, when I played, I used to have defensive guys come down and tell me when we'd have a long drive how much it would allow them to rest and go out.
Cannot escape that ferocious pass rush. It's a sack.
There we go. The defense is able to finally get some pressure on this guy. That's one way to slow him down. He has had one heck of a drive, but this time, give the defense some credit for getting after him.
Those big guys up front will have to regroup now. It's 2nd and 14. The quarterback sets up, looking for an open man. Running out of time in the pocket. The timeout is called to talk strategy. Close game here as we approach halftime. After consecutive losses, we need a miracle here on 3rd and a mile. They'll go with the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. Breaks one tackle, gets brought down, but picks up some decent yardage. And the offense will now quickly spend a timeout. So, with only a few seconds left in the half, out comes the field goal unit. He was on target with his first try. See if he can keep it going from 34 yards away. Knocks that one right down the middle. And that field goal, the final play of this opening half. Minutes going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it now to Kevin Connors with our halftime update. And they'll kick it off to begin the second half. This one will be fair caught. Here comes the offense, hoping to get a drive going. First play of the drive, they'll come out throwing. Looking to set up a screen pass here. Powerful. Continues to fight for yards. And they're finally able to stop him. The great execution on the screen pass fooled the defense there.
Well, this is great execution here on this screen play to the running back to pick up big yards in the first down I think in the process, Chris, they send a message to the defense. You can rush our quarterback all you want, but when you do, you better be careful because we're going to throw the screen on him.
One back in the backfield, and he'll get the carry. They tackle him behind the line, a loss of 4.
You get to the national championship, Chris, you'd love to see more balance. They've not been able to run the football the entire game, putting everything on this quarterback in their passing game.
Here's the handoff. They tackle him behind the line, a loss of 4.
Well, they keep trying to run the football, and they keep getting dominated at the line of scrimmage. That has been a theme throughout this entire game. We've talked about it earlier in the game. It's not changing at all. They've become one-dimensional, and I think it's allowed this defense to really lock in on that quarterback.
Looking to throw it on 3rd and very long. The pocket breaking down, and a sophomore making an impact play.
Well, here we are in the national championship, and you always talk about offense, and it is. It's become an offensive game, but how fitting to see this defense. This team has a nice lead, and a large portion of that has to do with the way they've been able to get after this quarterback. That's the 2nd sack in this game.
And now the first play of this drive now from the 35. Trying to flex the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. And the broken tackle there produces a solid gain.
I tell you, to be able to pick up a nice gain like that, those offensive linemen have to sustain their blocks. Gave them a chance at a really nice gain.
2nd down after that run on the previous play. And the tailback's got it again. They bring him down just short of the marker, inches away from a 1st down.
Positive yards, that's all you want to see as an offense. As long as you're moving the ball forward, it's going to give you a chance to continue to get 1st downs. What are they looking at now? 3rd and inches, it looks like.
That run sets up a critical 3rd down play. Can he make it to the marker? Breaks the tackle. Now he's got room to run. The 1st down pickup, tackled at the 45.
Boy, just a blown opportunity here by this defense. They got him to 3rd down, a chance to potentially get them off the field. And the fact that they're trailing, they needed to make a play. But you got to give credit to this offense. In the national championship, that big offensive line opened up a hole, and they pick up the 1st down and keep working clock.
Quarterback appears to be changing the play. Running game is working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. They've got him, but he picks up 8 yards. Sets up a nice 2nd and 2.
Another positive gain by this back. I tell you, between the offensive line sustaining blocks and this back's vision and ability to explode into that 2nd level of this defense, this guy is having a monster day in the biggest stage of all in the national championship.
Finding some room at the 25. Sophomore brought down after a nice run.
You know, all week, the defensive coordinator told us about the quarterback. He told us about the receivers and how they're going to throw the football. But, man, they better get locked in on stopping this run game because that was a big-time game.
Change of pace now, looking to throw the football. Hit as he releases it, and the pass ball is incomplete.
Boy, this one's on the offensive line, Chris. They've got to do a better job of protecting the franchise quarterback. This guy's as good as there is in the country, and they're letting this pressure get to their quarterback. You either get the ball out faster, or the offensive line's got to do a better job of taking care of their guy.
They'll run it here. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
Maybe this stop is an indicator of what's to come for this defense. The offense, frankly, has been able to enforce their will in the 1st half, but maybe things are starting to change.
Seventh play of the drive coming up, but it is 3rd down and long. Here's the snap, looking to throw here. Looks to the left, and it's complete. Tackled, but only after picking up a fresh set of downs.
Well, this quarterback is unflappable. Here they are working with the lead in the second half. Get to a third down. You got to throw the football. This is where you trust the quarterback to make a good decision, an accurate throw. He does it, you convert, and you keep working that clock.
Now the offense has reached the red zone. Or it's snapped to the back. And this one goes nowhere. Lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Well, the defensive line does their job eating up those double teams, freeing up the backers to make the play.
The offense will line up. Chance for a couple more plays before the end of the quarter. Here we go. First play of the quarter. Offense setting up for a second down play.
6-9-1. Gators score. In blue.
As a design quarterback keeper. Will he score here?
This is just a great job by the offense coordinator and the quarterback. Seeing a weakness from the defense, taking advantage of lack of numbers, using the design QB run, and putting 6 on the board.
Get set now to try the PAT. It's blocked. And they grab it. It's a live ball here.
Oh, what a play by this defense. Trailing in the second half. Really, the only way you can get back into this game is create turnovers. Ball's on the ground, they pounce on it, and they get the ball back to their own offense.
Returner decides to fair catch this. First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And here comes a deep shot. And it's intercepted. Going the other way. Can they stop him? And he'll be taken down, but after a good return.
Just a great job of anticipating that and coming up with a big interception by this defense. Because they have this lead, they've really forced this offense to become one-dimensional. They're expecting the ball to be into the air. The defensive backs have their eyes on the ball, and they're able to capitalize with a big pick here in the national title.
And out comes the offense set to take over here. They'll hand it off. He shreds the tackle.
Man, just complimentary football, really, in a nutshell. They get this football back thanks to their own defense, creating that turnover, working with the lead like this. Really, it's all but over. Now the offense is just thinking about running the football and working that clock.
Offense will keep it on the ground here. In the clear at the 25. Tackle made after a big gain.
Boy, really good run by this running back. The defense fortunate to be able to bring him down inside the 10-yard line, but it's first and goal for the offense.
They can put the game away right here. It's first and goal. Use the running game to chew on this clock now. Couldn't quite get there. Brought down at the 2.
Great job by the running back is staying inbounds to continue to work that clock, working here in the fourth quarter with the lead. You got that defense getting closer and closer to their goal line. They are backed up, and they are desperate. They've got to make a play here. The offense just has to take care of the ball, a chance to really secure victory here.
That's a crucial touchdown, Cook. The offense padding its lead now here in the second half.
Yeah, you get into this second half, you start to count possessions and how big your lead is. Now that you're up 2 possessions, you can start to play really smart football, not just on offense, but on defense as well.
Extra point try coming now. The extra point is good. They stretch the lead a little bit more. Here's the kickoff team. Let's see if they give the returner an opportunity to bring this back. He'll call for the fair catch here. This line getting set up. It's a first down play. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. They give the running back a touch in the pass game. Catch made over the middle. And they wrap them up, but the gain is good enough for a first down. Offense in hurry-up mode.
Hey, it's positive yards, right? That's never a bad thing. But let's face it, these guys got a long way to go in a short amount of time to do it. So let's get the ball downfield, and let's get out of bounds to try to preserve that clock.
First down play call. How aggressive will it be? Here's the snap. Offense looking to throw the ball. Tried to squeeze one in there, but it's incomplete.
Well, these guys just continue to struggle throwing the football. You know, whether it's been running the wrong route, the quarterback not being accurate, the offensive line not doing their job. It's been a collective effort, and it's a big reason why they're trailing now in this game.
And throwing again on 2nd and 10. This time, a completion.
I really like what this defensive coordinator is doing right now. He's got a nice lead. Just sit back. The most important thing is tackling this offense in bounds so that clock will keep ticking.
Offense breaks the huddle and gets set. It's 3rd down. There's the snap. Looking to throw the ball. Snags the quick throw. Gain moves the ball to the 21 and a fresh set of downs.
Really good job here of converting by this offense. And let's face it, at this point in the game, because they have such a big hole to climb out of, they've got to be able to convert and come up with a new set of downs. They do it here. Now they got a real shot to cut into this lead.
Here comes a first down pass attempt. Defense is coming after him. And they hit him just as he releases the ball. It's incomplete.
Boy, this offense has really struggled today, Chris, when it comes to throwing the football. They have dug themselves a huge hole. They're not going to have any chance of coming back. And I think one thing about this is you wonder where you go from here. You're hoping to make a play or two to give yourself a belief that things can get better, but it's just been a disastrous day for the offense.
Come to the line, a long way to go for the first down, but needing this crucial conversion right now. Drops back, needing a 3rd down completion here. Looks over the middle, and that's complete. They bring him down, but the junior quarterback showing off the cannon. 1st and goal for the offense. Here's the snap, and he's looking to throw. Brought down at the 5 after the catch. The offense really threatening now. They'll hurry to the line here with the clock running. Back to throw again. He's got it near the end zone. He'll be stopped short a couple yards from the goal line. They break the huddle on 3rd and goal. Field goal doesn't do much good here. And they're trying to punch it in here.
But when you have a big physical offensive line, you can wait to 3rd and goal and rely on them and the running back to get you a touchdown.
Whenever got cooked up with his 2-point conversion attempt. From the shotgun, he's probing the secondary. And he's got it for the 2-point conversion. It's a 2-score game, so hope's still alive here in the late going. Looks like they're lining up to attempt an onside kick. And the receiving team has recovered. Looks like the hands team did its job. So here's the first play of the drive now. They begin at the 41.
29 Philly. 2
Now the handoff. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2. And now a timeout taken by the defense, trying to preserve as much clock as possible for their offense. Here's the second down play. And there's the handoff. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. And now it's the defense that calls timeout here, trying to get organized and preserve as much clock as possible. So the offense getting set. This is not where you want to be against this defense. 3rd and long. You snap it, quarterback looking to throw the ball. And it's intercepted, the last thing they could afford.
Man, I hate to sit up here and second-guess the play caller, but why would you be throwing the football with the lead and we're under 3 minutes to go in the national championship? Now you give your opponent a real shot to get right back into the game. Yikes.
First down, looking to throw the football. And that pass is hauled in over the middle. And he's tackled after the catch. They'll have to hurry now. 2nd down with the clock ticking. From the shotgun, drops back. Over the middle and incomplete. Offense been in reverse here. Now a long way to go to convert this 3rd down. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. That's a dangerous throw. It falls incomplete, but this defense almost had a 2nd interception today.
Hey, the good news is here, Chris, they're still in field goal range, and they didn't cost themselves any points. But they could have more. Got to be thinking about going for this on 4th and short.
So down by multiple possessions here. The offense will try to convert here on 4th down. There's the snap. Quarterback setting up to throw. And he's going to fling it deep, going for it all here. Oh, the pass is picked off. Going the other way, can they catch him? That's a potential game changer, the pick and the big return.
Oh, man, Chris, I really thought this offense had a chance to get back into this game. The only thing you'd hate to see is the interception. But give credit to the defense. They come up with a big play that potentially ices the game.
There's the handoff. And he'll be brought down here on the final play of this game. And that'll do it. We have a national champion. Well, it wasn't a flawless performance, Kirk. They looked pretty good out there today.